All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here. Good to see some folks popping in the side chat. Um, Not sure where Alan is today. Got a message out. Haven't heard back yet. That being said, Rob, would you mind getting us started, brother?
Sure, sure. I can't take the place of Alan with his good setup, but I'll do my best here. Let's see. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, indivisible. Damn, I screwed it up, man. Sorry.
All right.
You
You're
forgot the
good,
last
man.
words. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah. How's it going over there, Rob? You been doing all right, buddy?
Yeah. Overall, been doing pretty good, man. Staying alive, dodging the landmines. Um, yeah, just another day, another dollar.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bo, what about you, man? We haven't seen you in a little bit. How's things going over there?
I'm getting my life back under control, man. Been a long winter. A lot of family issues going on. I just had I'm on the uphill side for my second back surgery. So I'm back out shooting some competitions again and just getting stuff going.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Good to hear. Good deal. Jamie, what's going on, brother?
Just finished supper, trying to load up some 35 Remington for Hillbilly and get dogs walked and trying to kick COVID in the backside.
Yeah. Well, one thing COVID can't take away from you is your awesome beard, brother.
Yeah, we're going to have a talk about that soon, too.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
We'll talk when it's just me and you, man.
Gas mask won't seal with that big beard. That's what he's saying. He's getting prepared.
Rob, stop trying to let him off easy. I think this has maybe some female persuasion that's getting on him about trimming it down.
Yeah, when your wife won't kiss you anymore, dude, that's.
Oh man.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame her. My lady had a beard. I wouldn't kiss her either.
Damn, Rob, thanks for the moral support. My buddy. Damn.
Hey, I'm with you, man. Hey, I'm with you. You gotta take care of the lady. She takes care of you. Plus the gas mask will seal now. So when all these bearded guys are healed over, you'll be able to pick up that ammo, man.
But here's the deal. The guy keeps it pretty trim right around the stash and everything else. Looks pretty decent around there. There shouldn't be a problem. What's the problem?
Women are different animals, brother. I mean,
Us old guys look a whole lot younger when we shave. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
I'm never going to be clean shaven again. Let's face it, guys.
Yeah, it's never going to happen over this way ever again either. Never.
But we do need to do something.
So you said you were out doing some competitions there, Daniel. How's that been going, Bram?
well, it's gone as expected. My first one, I really sucked. And, if I finish mid-packed without any shooting, any no-shoots, stuff like that, and especially if I don't run past any targets and shoot it, basically get all my bullets where I'm supposed to put them, I consider that a top win. But first one really sucked. The second one I went out and shot. I wasn't worried about time or nothing like that. I just shot everything clean, finished mid pack. Went out and shot a 2-gun. I had my third squib. After somewhere between 7 or 9 years, I got my third squib, and here it is. Bald, he had a squib. I think it was pretty much the same day. So I'm thinking, man, we better tell Coda he's got a squib in his future, because usually it never fails. Whenever he would have one, I would get one. But yeah,
Well, at least you're getting out there, man. You know, it'll come again in time.
Oh, it's coming. I go out here in the back and I go through some rounds, but not like I did the previous years. I mean, I could go out there and shoot 200 rounds a day. And I had from the beep to the shot and actually hitting A zone, I got that down under a second, where it seems like I'm just moving in slow motion, but fast. It's like I'm not back there at that yet. The fastest time I got from the beat to the shot is hip shooting, and that was about like a 1-3. So
Yeah, you'll get there again, man.
yeah.
You know, you were out there for a little bit. You know, back surgery is no joke. So,
Well, I mean, the hot pot, he was out there a couple of these matches.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see what he was supposed to be trying to pull on me. Don't touch the wife's truck.
By the time you figure it out, it'll be too late.
Yeah.
You touch the truck. I'm sure that's not going to end well whatsoever.
Crossing the line when you bring the truck involved.
Oh, especially, I mean, I look at vehicles, they're just a mode of transportation. But, I mean, I got to really put it, I mean, as far as the wife, she's the one that takes care of the vehicles, keeping them nice and clean and all that. I just throw dead coyotes in the back, and I got a smell in the back of my brand new truck for life now.
I'm
It's a truck, man. You know, I've always said I don't care if my truck gets scratched, as long as I'm the one causing the scratches. It's a work truck.
It's like a character when it's a work vehicle, but when it comes to friends, associates I see around town, I'll screw with them if I got a minute. Stick a soda bottle on it and kind of if they got one, or I've tied cans to people's bumpers and shit. Stupid shit like that. They know it's me. You know, I'm not there anymore, but they know it's me because most people don't do that shit anymore. So
Yeah,
Fishing line, washers and nuts to the drive shaft.
I don't do that. I try to, but like the worst, this idiot tried to untie cans from his bumper, like barehanded, or his tailpipe barehanded. Like if he would have left it alone, it just would have burned off. Like not that I, advise littering, but then he burned his hands and got all mad about it and shit. Like we're cool. It was just like you got a pocket knife in your pants right there. Like I don't understand, But anyway, maybe I'm just an asshole, but I like to keep it fun and interesting now and then.
Yeah, I've done some dumb stuff in the days back over the years of joking around when people were leaving work and stuff like that and going somewhere else. We put like cellophane wrap around the guy's work chair, covered that in cellophane wrap. We did what else did we do? We did what was the one that Willie did to Uncle Jim there, Jamie? He did glitter. We did glitter bomb. We did glitter on someone too. But yeah, we never mess with vehicles, man. Never mess with vehicles. That's not cool.
We're all old enough to remember hubcaps, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ever put a fish behind someone's hubcap?
That's funny.
Come on, Jamie. I know you probably have.
We used to duct tape fish to the mufflers. Anyway, I think the best one I ever pulled, and y'all probably never look at me the same again after I say this. Hey, Gizzard Gary. At my shop, I've always kind of been in charge of getting the parts in, stocking them, and all that. Well, with said such, you find yourself inundated with packing peanuts. Y'all know what packing peanuts are, right?
Yep.
So, a guy that we worked with was getting married and made the audacious mistake of inviting his coworkers to his wedding. So we took, I think it was 6 or 8 bags of those packing peanuts and filled his car up, the inside of his car with packing peanuts. While everybody, you know how everybody decorates the car, just married and all this crap. And yeah, he got kind of mad because he opened his door and packing peanuts were falling out of it and all that kind of stuff. And later he addressed me about the situation. I said, well, I didn't figure you had anything else to do that night. So,
Did I do something weird here, or did you just enlarge us that are on the chat on the full screen?
I didn't do anything. I haven't changed nothing.
Okay, I got it back. It was me. Yeah, you can tell it's been a long time for me. Train wreck.
yeah, I walked dogs and it was just starting to rain. Now he's all, if you can hear.
So, Jamie, you didn't have no smoke from the Canada down your way?
Not that I noticed. I won't say that I didn't, but man, I've been sick this week, dude. Last week, I took a week of vacation, take wife to Savannah for a work thing. And then when we got back, we both had COVID and I missed another week of work. So it's been a tough week around here. And, if I'm sick, that's one thing, but when wife's sick, you feel it.
And she's just getting over something else from just recently, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah. Take care of her, man.
She had a bad car wreck, and then we found out she had big, huge tumors on her kidney, and she lost a kidney, and the lawyers are still waiting on us to tell them who all she had to see. Hell, man, I don't know. I mean, it's been one of them things, dude.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll be,
She's strong as an ox, man.
yeah, but everybody has a limit, brother.
Uh-huh.
You get to the point where
How's the wife, Jamie?
That's the meanest white woman in Floyd County, Georgia.
Me
thought she
and Bo
was-
can
Is
vouch
she
for
okay,
that.
or is she sick too?
She's a lot better, but tomorrow morning I guess the best way to put it is the bullshit stops and the tailgate drops because we're both back to work tomorrow morning. And I just don't think I'm going to be doing that very much longer, fellers.
Retirement is the bomb, Jamie.
So I hear.
You just got to do a lot more reloading and go out there shooting. And she shoots too. You're in there.
She don't.
She
But
don't.
She don't get in my way. And I even talked about putting me a little John boat together again, like I had back in the 80s and early 90s, and doing some fishing. Back then it was about bass and crappie, but if I build a boat again, it's going to be about hunting down big, huge catfish.
There you go.
I think
Sounds like a good idea.
she would go riding on the boat with me, but she wouldn't fish.
Well, teach her how to run that motor. She'd probably enjoy just driving
We
around.
got that one required.
Probably would. All you
Be
guys
your
are
designated driver.
Yeah. I got to call Thorzak's. I got some theological type stuff I need to talk with Dave about. I think I think the whole COVID thing is the Lord talking to me. Hey man, you ain't got to keep doing this. You just ain't got to keep doing this. And I need to sit down with my buddy Dave out there in Washington State.
You should get your backup thing going, like, the boat or something, because once you retire, you're stuck with the full-time job, the lady. You know what I mean?
You better
Huh?
walk and
What?
I think someone's getting some instruction.
Oh,
Better
that's
take-
bullshit, Rob. You just said that because she was standing there, man.
You'll get dealt with after the chat anyway.
Yeah, he will. He always gets lined out afterwards, doesn't he?
Heck,
Yeah, just got to remember not to tell her to calm down.
Oh man,
That's
let
the
me
worst
tell
thing
you
you can
something.
do. Don't ever
Dude.
tell them to calm down. That's the worst thing you can do. They get 10
That's
times
what
worse.
I was about to say. When I'm on
Yeah,
a
I
roll,
made that mistake a little while ago.
when I'm on a roll and I'm all hyped up and on a rant, the worst thing possible for you to tell me is to calm down. And that's my son's go-to.
I got to go back. The Babylon Bee did one thing on that there, and it was hysterical. My wife even loved it. It starts out with the guy telling the wife to calm down, and it's funny for both the husband and the wife. I want to find it, and I'll send the link to Scotsman. You can disperse it out from there.
To be fair, like, probably half the time, it's good advice. It really is. Like, because at that point, the people are so worked up. You could agree with them, and then now they're pissed that you're agreeing with them. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's touchy, but
No, typically the best thing you can do in that situation is walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
Like Vanessa says, pouring gas in the fire doesn't slow the fire.
Right. The best thing you can do is jump on that rant and let's ride that surfboard till it hits the sand, man. If you're a true friend, that's what happens, Rob.
all right.
You're like, dang right, man. And another thing, yeah, that's what friends do.
We had a lot of smoke out this way, and I think you asked. I can't remember if it was Daniel James, but New York, like it was bad. A few days back. Holy crap, man! Like just 30 feet, you could see the haze. It was just all over. Like it was in your mouth. Like you were tasting it. and it kept like coming and going. Like it was around all the time, but then you'd get like a dense pocket, and then you didn't
Here's,
taste it any. It's just
I got a
sucked.
question about that, Rob. How much longer are y'all Yankees gonna put up with Canada burning the place down?
Shit, I'm ready for a lawsuit right now. Or something.
Lawsuit,
A free
nothing.
vacation, some
I mean,
shit. Like,
go up there and take their dang country away from them. What you need to do. I mean,
Hold on, Jimmy. He can't even take control of his own damn state.
well, there's that.
there's too many crooked people in this state. Yeah. And Canada, I don't know, man. From the way their people sound, I don't know if I'd want half of them. I mean, shit, didn't Justin Bieber come from Canada? I'm not trying to claim any of that.
Well, they're good and bad and everything. I reckon.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, it was bad out this way too, Rob. Thursday was really bad. Friday was a little bit better, but it was still pretty rough up until the evening. Friday evening is when it started to kind of dissipate.
I rinsed my truck window off the other day for work just because, bugs and whatnot. Windshield wipers don't always get it all, whatever. As soon as I like sprayed it and water started coming off the hood, like the first wave was like black. Like it's got to be from dust or something. Like you couldn't see it all on the vehicle, but it was there. Like, and don't get me wrong, I could write my name on the side of my car just with the dust from the smoke over the last week. It's pretty crazy. Like, it's got to be some like, I don't know. I heard Trump said something was bitching about it with Canada or something. I'm kind of interested, like if they are gonna do something, because
he was proposing fucking more tariff bullshit.
Well, didn't we sue China at one time for like shit washing up in California or something?
Yeah,
I think we attempted something.
I don't remember what it was, but
so I'm kind of wondering. I mean, obviously, it's kind of half joke, but if it was a class action lawsuit, we'd probably all get like $2 a piece, if anything. So it's really the lawyers would just make out anyway. So what the hell's the point?
Whoa, man! We got to pay taxes on that $2.
Yeah, yeah. I always laugh with the class action suit. Class like shit. Oh, great! Somebody's gonna make another attorney rich because the people get chump change, man.
We'll fucking end up with 10 cents.
Yep. I remember getting, ripped off on an old phone thing I did a long time ago. I can't remember what the hell it was now, what company, but years later they ended up sending something saying, or did you have service between this time, whatever. And I was thinking like, yeah. And then I don't know, 6 months later, I got a check in the mail for like $9 or something. I'm like, those bastards robbed me for like probably 200 when you do the math, and you send me $9. Like, what is this shit? Like,
oh yeah,
I don't even. It's not even worth going to cash it, really. I mean, Jesus, next time you got to go somewhere to cash something, you might remember it, but it's like a $2 gift card. What the hell are you doing with that?
Yeah, I had a couple of different ones over the years. I had one from T-Mobile, one from Wells Fargo, and one from somewhere else. I forget where it was. I didn't bother doing it because just for that reason, you're not going to end up getting a whole lot out of it.
And I figure at the very least they should give a smoke affected like a free weekend pass over the border, hotel, one of their nice ones, everything covered, comp drinks, it's the least they could do.
I could see New York getting behind that because they would want you to claim that on your taxes, so you'd be able to pay a little bit more.
Probably. There'd always be a goddamn catch.
They may not let you back across the border.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It'd be a trick. You got to pay to get back in.
He's got a job. He's a producer that's paying taxes to help support all these socialist programs.
He's got a point. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
Oh, Gavin will meet you at the border. Man, Rob, you're not leaving for long, are you? You are coming back.
Man. Yeah, it seems crazy because it was last year we had a lot of smoke too, but it seems like it's just more and more. I mean, what aren't they? Didn't they learn anything from last year? I mean, if they
this
did
one
land
was,
management and controlled burns, sporadically throughout the year, we wouldn't have this mass freaking burn moment ever. So I don't know. They added it to Google Maps too. If you got well, everybody's probably got it, but if you check it on your Google Maps, hit the little, I don't know, looks like a little square or whatever button thing on the side. Basically, it opens up options to see air quality and fires. I didn't know this until I stumbled across it a couple days ago. Maybe everybody knows, but it's added to Google Maps now. So
yeah, it was definitely a lot worse than last year. It was I don't know if it was a different spot that the fire was in this time around or what, but it was definitely a lot worse.
Oh, I think over half of Canada had fires going on. I just sent you a photo of the sun I took it here at the house. You could look directly at the sun, and it didn't hurt the eyes or nothing. It's like through a huge filter.
Yep. Yeah, just straight orange, just pure, almost freaking red.
Yeah, down here it was about red, but I think in the photo I sent you, it come out. Well,
Kind of looks more orange, but it's reddish in there.
Oh yeah. I didn't do much that day.
got my first tick this year, and put it in a bag, did the bullseye thing, all that shit. I don't know. That's what I was always taught to do. It goes further than, keeps getting bigger within 24 hours, whatever, doctor. But I didn't have no problems or nothing. Like, shit, 2 days later, you couldn't even really tell where it was. So I think I got lucky, man. I went out and got steak like the next night because I'm just, if for some reason a tick makes it so I can't eat red meat, I'm going ballistic. I don't know who's responsible, if it's Bill Gates or whatever the hell it is, but I'm going to be at their goddamn door. I'm telling you that because my life's over any goddamn way.
I would expect that if he was talking about salads, but red meat, you?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's like my go-to. Like, I'll test steak and salad, burgers and salad. It's meat and salad basically, and cereal. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, it's all in moderation. But usually, like, that's another weird thing. I hear people like, "Oh, beef is so expensive. I only eat red meat like once a week or once a month." Like, Jesus Christ, that's like, people would look at me and call me poor, but I eat steak like 2-3 times a week, burgers, shit. Like, I'm always eating red meat. Like, she's got to argue with me to get chicken or something, and I'm half black. That says something. Damn,
Well,
I didn't even get a laugh.
Okay.
I'm just like, I eat a lot of red meat. You know what I mean? Is what I'm getting at. So I'm gonna be seriously pissed. Like, my whole diet's gonna be thrown off if I can't eat meat because of some freaking tick and some mad scientist bullshit. Gonna be pissed. That's almost that's not the equivalent, but I won't even say what I was gonna say because Jamie's here and I gotta keep it clean. But that's like losing a member to me. I can't. That's no good.
Yeah, no, I get that one, man. I get that one because 90% of what I eat's meat. So, that ever happens out here, that's going to be a horrible thing because it's 90% of what I eat.
Yeah, you're gonna starve to death anyway. I mean, salad, yes, I love salad, but salad's only going to get you so far.
Yeah, I don't do salad, man. Fuck salad.
Salad's great on your cheeseburger. So Jamie's been quiet up there.
Yeah, meat
Yeah,
prices
you ain't gotta watch what you say around me, man.
All right. Well, I just, I don't know. I don't know if there's an extra sliver of respect for you in here, Jamie, but, don't take it wrong, guys. But, Jamie's senior around here, it's just natural, little bit of extra respect there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I do.
Rob is still a young pup. So is Jason. Jamie he changed his name to Jamie. It used to be Methuselah. But once he retires, Jamie, road trips with the wife. I got one coming up in about a week and a half. I'm taking the wife down to the old family homestead down in Kentucky. Now, I know a couple of you guys probably remember Joe Primal. He made the mistake of moving to Kentucky and buying a piece of property on one road, the road next to where my mother grew up. I'm going to go stalking Joe Primal. That's the excitement of this little town that he's near.
I think we're either taking a road trip out west with our friend who has a camper trailer, or we're going to Israel. One of the two.
Oh, nice. Hopefully everything gets settled up and chilled out so you can get that Israel trip going. I've known quite a few people that went there. I've been to some countries next to Israel and around there. There's a lot of interesting history.
There really is, man.
One thing to read about it, it's a whole nother thing to see it.
I agree.
Which one of the disciples went to Antioch in Cappadocia? I'm thinking it was Paul, but I don't know.
It was Paul.
It was Paul. I got to see where he did some of his stuff. You go in those places, and before you know it, you're humming the theme song to the Flintstones because the place looks like it.
Did you get in a vehicle and run with your feet too?
I almost got arrested by the Turkish police, and that's something you don't want to do in Turkey.
Why am I not shocked that you almost got arrested in a foreign country?
I was for standing on the bus, not on top of it, inside the bus in the aisleways. I went there, went back. I was talking to some of my buddies, and the Turkish police pulled us over. Strange laws. But hey, do you got all your cowboy action stuff together, Scotsman?
I still need to get the shotgun. That's the last thing on the list.
Did I hear you recently that you were kind of having second thoughts about a certain CZ97?
No?
You sure?
Yep. I'm not having any second thoughts on it.
My wife wants one.
No. I had a small issue with mine. I'm not sure exactly why, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it. So there's nothing. It's not going anywhere.
So it's a broken one.
It's not broken.
Is a safe queen?
It's not a safe queen.
You could use some dinero to buy yourself that cowboy action.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, that's what I'm going to tell the wife after I get it from you.
You ain't getting nothing from me.
You need to bring it down here and just let her shoot it. That way she can decide if she really wants one or not.
I'll let her shoot it, but it's not staying there. I'll be watching
Man, he's
you. I
trying
know
to
how
get the
you
wife,
are. I'll
guilt
be
tripping
watching
you.
Money talks. Now I put that bug in his head.
No, you ain't. It ain't going anywhere. I'm not. That's a staple in this household. It's not going nowhere. That took
You
me a
offer
long
him
time.
twice as much as it's worth. He
No,
might consider it.
that took me a long time to get that one, and for the price that I paid for it, it's hard to find that price nowadays. So yeah, that's not going anywhere.
So you'll make a little money on the deal. You're happy. My wife would be happy.
Well, I wouldn't be happy.
That would make me happy. You go
That's
out,
one of
get
my
your
favorite
cowboy action
45. That's not going
shotgun.
nowhere.
Oh, hey, you get into this cowboy action, you're going to need a shotgun, a loader for shotgun, aren't you?
I got a loader for shotgun.
You sure?
I do.
Daggone it, because I got one I don't use.
I do. Our good buddy Val gave me one. I got it sitting right over here, down on the floor over here.
I knew I hated that Russian.
Yeah, no, I've got one. I haven't used it yet because I still got boxes upon boxes upon boxes of already loaded ammunition, so I don't have to really worry about using that for a while. But I got it.
Have you gone in and bought primers lately?
No, I haven't. I haven't bought anything in a long time, and it won't be for a while, Daniel.
Well, let's stop
I've
there.
got enough. I've got enough to keep me going for now, and I'm in the process of selling some stuff and nothing firearms related. So don't get your hopes up. But I'm selling some things to generate a little bit of cash flow. But that's going to be for other stuff that I need to take care of. So.
If you clean that stripper pole really well, I might be interested at a discount.
Why does your wife tip well?
I'm working on it.
Yo, Rob, who tipped you $20.25? Who was the cheap one that gave you that 25 cents? Rob looks at her in the face and says, "Why, all of them, honey."
Shit, they threw a bunch of, 25-cent off coupons at me.
Hey man, it all works, right?
Yeah.
No gift cards from Roadhouse.
No.
You get that blue and onion with your steak.
I got a thing against Roadhouse. I don't think they're worth the prices personally. I think the food's all right, but man, everything seems overpriced. Like I'd rather go to like a real steakhouse if I'm paying that kind of money. That's
like
just me.
Texas
And
steakhouse.
yeah, and the place is so goddamn loud in there. It's just you can't really have a conversation. It's with everybody screaming at each other. Like you're not even drunk, and everybody's yelling at each other. And I don't know. It seems it's just not for me really with the prices. Like I said, I'd rather go to a steakhouse or a speakeasy, something. If I'm paying that kind of money, something worth it.
Oh, last
But I
couple
am a
of
cheap
stitches
son of
out
a.
there.
We know you're cheap. We know you're cheap. You don't need to tell us. We all know.
Like I think
Alaska
Olive
ballistics.
Garden's a better deal, but they're not even a steakhouse. So it doesn't even really compare. And I don't really care for Olive Garden either, honestly. Not ours. There's some guy hacking up the loogie in the corner, and people over here talking so damn loud that it's just I don't know what's going on with places these days, but try to have a nice night out with your lady, and you just spend half the time trying not to kill somebody, or freak the hell out and ruin the whole night.
When you go out in public, people talk.
Right. But there's reasonable talk, and then you got the ghetto loud bullshit, just blah 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 blah. It's like that just makes you want to smack somebody when you're out to dinner.
Well, I mean, that's just going out in public in general, but
Hey, Scotsman, highlight Alaskan Ballistic's last comment.
I don't know, where is he? Oh, no, I'm not highlighting.
No, because no, trust me. Will you trust me? Highlight it. Okay, Mr. Elastic and Ballistics. I am going to be in Alaska next year during the summertime. We will put up a CZ versus your Glock 21. Start practicing. The smack talk has started.
Ooh, it's gotten real.
Shit's gonna get deep.
I'm just going to bring my carry gun.
Yeah, Chuck, you're screwed, buddy.
I'll let him set up the targets. Just, hey, Scotsman, just don't tell him about my video where I show I'm hitting a torso steel at 200 yards, and I hit it 4 out of 5 shots. And I'm slow.
Well, unfortunately, half of us won't even be able to see this if it's on, his channel, because he always switches over to Rumble 20 minutes in. So,
Oh, it ain't
some
not
of
going
us
to be a long video.
just
About
aren't
2 or 3 minutes.
Rumblers, but, we still catch the beginning, man.
Yeah. I can post something. I might start putting some stuff up again. I've been getting a little video and a little photographs of stuff. The stuff I've been getting photographs, I'm not going to put up until after deer season. Oh, no, I'm only going to be up there maybe a week or so, visiting my daughter up at the base. But I might be able to get it scheduled somewhere around caribou season. I don't necessarily got to fly back with the wife. She'll have my son.
I don't know. I
They
don't
can
know
fly
if you're
back.
ready to hang with Alaskan Ballistics up there, man. He goes in, comes out on a boat with animals in chunks. Like, you're gonna need a lot of gear to keep up with his ass.
Oh, he's got to have a side by side if he takes me out in the wild, or he's going to be carrying me on his back, because I am a slow walker. I don't know. He can call me a tourist all he wants, but I'm going to show up with my carry gun and probably a metal detector. So if I don't have the opportunity to go shoot maybe a caribou, I'm going to go with a metal detector and check out some of these creeks and rivers.
What would you be searching for?
Gold.
Gold with a metal detector?
Yes.
Thought you had to just pan for gold, like with creeks and rivers.
Oh, why would I want to go for the little stuff? I want the nuggets.
Ah, all right.
There's
Well, is
guys
that
going
even
out-
typical? Like,
There's guys going out metal detecting these old tailing piles and finding some big chunks that ran through the thing because they were too big to get caught up in the screens.
okay, I didn't even realize you could pick gold up with a metal detector. So,
Oh, yeah. Use gold, silver, anything metallic. Gives off different strength signals and such.
okay.
Oh, man, no four-wheelers allowed to go where he hunts. Daggone it. Well, I am building my stamina back up since the surgery.
He'll just have to carry you on his back. Just add
I,
you to
you know,
add you to his backpack carry.
you know,
Just parachute in, man, and he'll get you down river.
have a helicopter drop me off and pick me back up again. They do have these things called bush pilots up there.
Well, you could always put you on a sled
Yeah.
too, and just you lay out in the sled and drag your ass out there.
Oh, I'm not going up
Or
there
if
when
they
it's
have
like
one beaver or
winter.
something, be a fun ride.
I'm not going up there when you have to use sleds. That stuff gets 50 to 70 below zero during that time. I know this because my daughter's up there for the last
I know
years.
I know it can get fucking cold up there, dude.
Yeah, they train all the military service for cold weather warfare and survival.
Me and Chuck have had the conversation a few times about going up there.
Does your daughter got any pull or any pull at the motor pool? I mean, maybe you can get a snowcat for some maintenance. You know.
Wonder what he had operated on. I just had two. I've got another 2 discs they just replaced, so that makes 4 of them. And my spine is now fused to just below my shoulder blades.
Ain't gonna be much of you left, man.
I just, this is my turn right here. That's as far as I can turn now.
Gonna be all bionic back.
And yeah, take it easy though. Once you start fusing shit,
Oh yeah.
anything starts to go, it's bad, and it's a domino effect type thing. So, it can be a blessing, but a blessing and a curse if you don't take shit easy.
Yeah. Hence, I don't walk too far. It wouldn't be very good with a pack out. Oh, Wainwright.
Is
Up there with the
Platinum
Angels,
plate.
the 11th.
there is exoskeleton like devices you can get now, where they're renting them at some tourist places overseas to climb stairs and shit. Like it springs your legs up in some of these places that you can go. So maybe here shortly, we might see something on Temu or something where you can strap it on and carry a heavier load without bothering you.
My name is not Elon Musk or whatever, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
I'm just saying, there could be some advantages of technology. Whether it's going to be affordable in our lifetime is another story. But I wouldn't mind strapping on a damn exoskeleton and just jumping shingles up to the roof or something. That would be great.
In the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see that exoskeleton stuff incorporated into the military.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Some of that
they'll
stuff's already
be fighting the Chinese robots that have AI.
Some of that stuff's already in there.
I said, you'll see it. Not that they're not messing with it now.
I've heard years ago that they've used it like in warehouses and just for like that back support and whatnot, where people can carry a lot more. But it wasn't confirmed, so I can't say it's true or not. But I just heard, so I don't know. But so I'm sure they've probably been experimenting with this stuff for years. These stupid ass Chinese robots. I don't know if you guys have been following that, but they're all freaking garbage, remote control, stupid shit. But most of it's a lie or whatever the case is anyway. But, if you merge that with people, not with a chip in the head like Musk or any of this other shit, but, actual mechanical device, it might be something. There might be something to it,
As fast as technology improves, come on. When you were a kid, what was your first thing you hooked up to the TV and played games with? Was it like Xbox or like me? It was called Atari.
No, it was past Atari. I think Nintendo,
Ooh.
somewhere around that
Oh,
time
really?
frame.
Really? Even I had an
Yeah.
Atari.
My
Yeah,
parents
no,
wouldn't even buy the
Dad
stuff.
had one.
I'm a boomer. We had the victim beat out of us when we were young. So that's why boomers aren't victims.
Yeah.
And we had 3 TV channels. And when the sun came up, if you were caught in bed during the summer, you got put to work. So you learned to get out of there when the sun came up, and you came home before it got dark.
My first TV, Daniel, was about this big on the screen, black and white, and you had to slam the buttons to change the channel. And it only had like 5 channels on it. I think it was like 5 or 6.
That's funny. The old
My dad's
technology.
remote was us kids. He'd tell us every 2 minutes we have to go up and change the channel.
Something glitched out, you just smacked it, whether it was TV, a
Oh, yeah.
computer, whatever. You gave it a good smack and it'd start working.
We had the antennas that went on the roof, and you'd have to climb up there and adjust the antenna and fuck around with it to get the picture right.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Kyle, I don't know. I don't remember what channel we had to put ours on to play Atari. I don't remember what channel number it was, but yeah, you could play computer games on it, but you had to put it in a certain channel for sure.
We weren't allowed to have that. Just sit there in front of the TV and play games. Because if you were around, you got put to work. I wasn't able to play those games unless after we got done baling hay and my dad pulled into the bar. And what do you want to
Shit,
drink?
you were a farm kid?
Yep.
Oh, you poor bastard. You poor bastard. I grew up with a lot of you guys. Around you guys.
Oh,
They all wanted to work for somebody else because their parents wouldn't pay them fair. Or it would be like,
Exactly.
you get paid once or twice a year. So every farmer would like swap his kids with another person's kids because the other farmer ain't going to screw over somebody's kid. Small towns. So they'll get paid.
my cousins
the
got
craziest
paid.
shit out there.
No, man, it's you work on a farm. You're not expected to get paid well. You're working on a farm, dude.
Yeah, to eat that cow.
Yeah, it's
You're
crazy.
baling his hay for.
Shit, I remember helping out baling. Baler, the speed thing was broke. Fucking bales flying out so quick. If you didn't catch them, it'd blow through the back of the wagon.
Oh, you had
Old dude on the tractor just laughing his ass off.
You had a kick baler? Wow.
Yeah,
You worked
yeah.
for rich people.
I guess so. I don't know.
And you had to carry it over from 50 yards away or wherever and, throw it on the back of the wagon while your cousins were down there in the creek drinking all the pop, and you're the only one up there loading hay.
Okay. See, we had to throw them up to get them in the barn. That was a thing. A lot of people had like a second floor entrance or with like a feeder thing or something like that to get everything up through the top. But no, these people.
What's a lot of people, man? I had me and one little dude. That was it.
But yeah, that was some rough work. But I basically did that hanging out with a friend. Like it wasn't even really a job thing, but I learned a lot.
Who would you rather be? The guy carrying the bale up the side of the hay to get it to the top, or the guy stuck up there stacking?
Oh, I'd rather carry it than be the guy stacking. I hated
like 1,000 degrees.
Stack it. Stacking was the worst freaking job.
We would get done baling and stuff like that. My dad would pull into the wayside inn, and he'd order his beer, and he'd look at me, "What do you want?" And I said, "I want a Budweiser." Bartender just looked at me, looked at my dad. So you heard what he wanted. He's out there working like a man. He can drink like a man. Back in the day.
Bartender was like, job security. I heard that.
Yeah. We'd get done. I'd get done work on the farm, go up to the farmhouse, and it'd be a hot meal and a beer, man. Hot meal and a beer waiting.
See, Jamie came on now. We got him reminiscing.
Y'all talking about TVs, and I'm over here loading up some 35 Legend, 35 Remington. How many of y'all are old enough to remember going to the drugstore and there being a display there for you to pick out the tube that you need to replace in your television set?
That's funny. That's
Jamie,
what I
have you ever
heard
made
about
the
it. I
mistake?
wasn't there.
Have you ever made the mistake, even though the TV is unplugged, of going there, wanting to take a cloth and wipe off the back of the picture tube to get that dust off of it, and get knocked back about 5 feet from the charge that was still in it?
I've got a story worse than that. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I was cutting grass for my pawpaw, and back then it was Edward Petty remembers the tube thing at the drugstore. Back then, nowadays we got this grip handle that we pull on the lawnmower. You just fold it up to the regular handlebars, and then to start it before you start pulling on it. Then when you're ready for it to cut off, you just let it go and it stops. How many of y'all remember there being a lever with a cable connected to the feed to the carburetor on a push mower?
Oh, yeah. It's called a choke.
No, it was your, it had the choke.
For opening and closing the butterfly.
That and the feed, too. Hey!
Hi.
What's up, Battle Bean?
Man?
Oh, just
You got
Okay.
me in trouble last week, and I'm glad you showed your sorry butt up.
what happened? What'd I do?
We got talking on the drive down to Savannah.
Uh-huh.
The little girl that I was driving, I say little girl, I'm old, and she's probably mid to late 20s,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and her name is Angela Burns, right?
Uh-huh.
Angela Burns, okay. And I got started telling her about how you guys are so abusive to each other. And I was telling them about how Val was from Slovakia, and all y'all start picking on him and calling him Russians. And then I got to tell him about how once that happened, then he started picking on Mario, and he's from Guatemala, and they called him a Mexican and a wetback and all that crap. And then bang, instantly, man, my wife starts apologizing to me. And turns out this little girl is half Guatemalan and half Mexican. And I had the audacity to pronounce the word wetback in her presence.
And you insulted both Guatemala and Mexican.
Yeah, just because
I didn't insult nobody, man. Y'all did. All right?
No, here's my thing. I'm not the one that started the conversation. You did. You did.
All right, side chat. Did I do wrong?
I don't care, bro. You know me. I don't get offended anymore, bro. I got no heart left in me.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Well, thank goodness I stopped before I started telling them what you would always say about going to the Home Depot and the labor line out.
Oh yeah, fucking supervising over there. All those freaking beaners. Yep, I get it.
Hey, man, they're good workers, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I just gotta tell them in Spanish. Good to go.
See, that's something about us that's Gen X and Boomers. That's just guys talking to guys. If we
Yeah.
didn't like each other, we wouldn't insult each other.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. The thing that most veterans say to each other, "Hey, fucker," it's a common thing we say to each other all the time, and it's not that we're picking on the guy, whatever. I mean, no, it's just the way we are, just the way we talk. Because the thing about it is that it's kind of like a very small little club of people, and when you have less than 1% that's actually served, you kind of have to be a little different. Sometimes they think of you being a little wacko for doing the things that you do, but it is
Well,
what it is.
I guess it's my fault. I
You
mean,
are crazy.
I first of all can't believe those words came out of your mouth. First of all, Mr. Pastor, I have no idea you would say stuff like that. But hey, everybody has their bad days, man. It's all good. I forgive you. I don't care.
crap, Mario. I was expecting some support, man. I mean, I guess
You can't
Hey,
be the wrong. You can't be the
hey,
wrong
man.
place looking for support there, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
here's the thing. You guys in the side chat, and anybody that may watch this video in the future, it is politically incorrect for you to pronounce any racial slurs, period. Because at that point in time, you will be the problem. Look at me. I am the problem, right?
Jamie, when you grew up, if you messed up, and it doesn't matter if it was your uncle that caught you, the neighbor that caught you, how fast did it take them to whip off their belt and whip your butt, and then hope that it doesn't get back to your dad because he would whip you even more and harder?
Well, at this point in time, back then, yeah, it wouldn't take long. But at this point in time, I'm 64 years old and ain't nobody whooping me with nothing.
Well, when you were a kid growing up, didn't you ever get in trouble? My grandma.
If I was breathing, I was in trouble, man.
Okay,
I mean, there
that's
was
what
a
I'm
point in time where I got a spanking every dang day of my life.
That's what I'm
And
talking about.
And
With
my
your
mom was
grandma?
like, come here and get your spanking. I'm like, but I didn't do anything today. She said, the fact that I didn't catch you doing anything means that you were up to double trouble.
Yeah.
So,
It's the thought that counts.
dude, you can't
Just get
win.
one in early.
Was your
Yeah.
mom like my grandma, made me go out and get my own switch to get whipped with?
Yeah, and all
Hey,
I was
man.
doing was, at that particular point in time, is I was repeating things that I heard Mario and Val.
Oh, now it's my fault. Okay.
Shut up.
We
Oh,
Hey
man.
man, hey man. I was doing the Matrix before the Matrix was cool, bro. Trying to dodge chanclas and shit.
Jamie, I'm gonna need you to stop picking on a resident Mexican.
Yeah, seriously. God,
But
we need to have equal opportunity here.
Jamie, it's like this.
He's
You
not
are in a room full of you're in a pool full of sharks, and you're putting blood in the water, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, golf with your buddies, right?
Yeah, like Tyrone there, Kyle. Like Tyrone.
Yeah, that's
So we ain't
enough.
taking no turns.
That's another one, and I think that's the telltale sign that I would never say uh, that certain word in the presence of a black man. I just would not do it because,
But see, I can do that, and he ain't gonna get offended. This is like, what you said?
well, that just ain't fair.
Hey,
I
it ain't
think
my
people
fault.
take that too far, though.
Yeah, man.
Personally,
Yeah.
for me, speaking, I mean, maybe I don't count because I'm only half black, but it's the
You're
intent.
mocha black, bro. That's what it
You
is.
ain't black,
Yeah,
you
the
white.
cops
You're
call me
mocha
black,
black.
but I think
You're the
it's
whitest
the
black man
intent
I know.
on it when it's being said in a sense. So it don't really bother me. I
Mocha
personally
black.
don't really use the word. I don't, I think a lot of people fought hard and long to try to get rid of this type of shit. So I'm not gonna
But see,
disrespect them
here's
by running around saying all this bullshit. I don't
here's my
refer to my lady as a bitch either. I just
Right,
it's
right,
not
yeah.
tasteful. You know what I mean? I just
right.
But if it's brought up in conversation, it don't bother me. I mean, if you giving me like the side eye or trying to grill me and start saying some shit, then it might piss me off. But other
Well,
than
here's the
that, I
thing.
don't
I'll tell you
see the
how old I
problem.
am, Rob. Is I was born in 1962,
Man.
and I was born in the South, and there's a lot of mess that was going on back
Oh
then,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I lived through it. And
Hmm.
some of my dearest and best friends through high school were African Americans or black guys or whatever, however you want to say it. And I remember uh, them trying to get rid of that N word. And then they come up with a word that still started with an N, but it was, quote, supposed to be, quote unquote, better. And
Oh, the new and improved.
the new and improved one was Negro. And I'm like,
Oh
come
no,
on,
that's
people. That ain't no better. I
no,
mean, here I
no.
am, what,
That's
6,
funny.
8, 10 years old? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, don't feel too bad, JH, because I kind of had a little Mississippi burning situation back in the day, '96, when I was driving through Alabama, going to the 10, going to driving to Florida. This gentleman pulls me over. I was not speeding or nothing, and he pulls me over. I mean, he was a little hefty. It took him a while to get out of that damn cruiser, and he gets over to where I'm at, and he asked me the first thing that came out of his mouth. I was like, "Hey, you know why I stopped?" No, he said, "You go." First thing he said out of his mouth says, "We don't like your kind around here," and I was like, "Oh, hey, just passing through, officer." And I told him, "Hey, man, I'm kind of low on gas or whatever. Is it okay if I pull over and put some gas in my car?" He goes, "Sure, but I'll follow you." That guy followed me all the way to the gas station, watched me fill up, and watched me leave his county before he stopped following me.
Yeah, it
So,
happens.
and
It's
this is
rare, but it
Mario does
happens.
1996.
Rambo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Rambo. I was like, "What the hell, man?"
I mean, to be
Uh,
fair, you do look kind of shady, man.
Was that during the years
Well,
of
he
Miami
probably
Vice?
ran the landscaping crew, and he didn't want no
yeah.
competition.
You know what's what it was, but I kind of had I had the high and tight back in the day. So I don't know if that was a kind of indication of him thinking I was a little shady. I don't know, man.
Maybe he thought
But
you was Cuban.
no, there you go. He must have thought I was Scarface. Kill a
But we did we
cockroach.
did we did have a question out there in the side chat
Oh God, we got questions.
from Florzax, and he was asking if Rob is black. And look, here's the thing: Daniel is more black than Rob. I've
Yeah,
seen this guy tan. This guy can get blacker than Rob. Rob is the whitest black guy I know.
he's
I
mocha
walked
black.
after being in Florida for a few months, and I came home and I walked in my mom and dad's house. My mom thought some black guy stranger walked into the house until I opened my mouth and talked, and she realized it was me. The
Man,
reason I tan
Yeah, they
very,
call the cops
very.
back and tell them not to come.
All she had to do is reach in the drawer and shoot me. But
last of the Mohicans over there.
my grandmother was full blooded Cherokee, so that helps me tan. I'm only a quarter. I mean, it, I don't gripe about it. I'm actually where my grandmother hid it. I'm proud that I've got that blood in me because I can tell you all to get pack your bags, get out, and I want my casino.
I'm down.
You,
I'll be a
you want your
manager. Hey,
reparations?
you want me to supervise all the wetbacks? I got you.
Do a little carpentry work going, but I am where I am today because of my own initiative on work ethic, but I was taught that from my mom, who was the first one to get an associate, go to college and get an associate's degree in her family, and it was her and her brothers and sisters all graduated high school, which was like another first in the
Yeah,
for that family line. So it's
for
their
sure,
hard
man.
work that helped those
Yeah,
grandkids to be who we are today.
yeah, absolutely. And that's what I like to do with my kids. Like um, I came from nothing. First generation. I want to make sure that the next generations are doing well and they don't have to worry about the things that me and their grandmother had to go through. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good, man. I think it's good to bring that into the family and kind of teach these kids how things are because we have a lot of these newer generations that are so blinded and stupidly blinded by things that either don't mean anything or in some cases they're just misinformed. They think
Yeah.
socialism is like the greatest thing in the world. It's not, dude. Believe me.
They're
Think
being
about it. Oh,
they're
they're
being
being
sold
brainwashed.
a lie
Yeah.
because I'm an authority, I'm the professor, I'm the teacher. Well, you got to respect your parents, but I'm educated on it.
Hmm.
You're
Yeah,
fighting
Exactly.
me.
You
they're
live life,
being
bro.
groomed. They're being groomed and indoctrinated.
Yeah. And it does worry me because before you know it, I'll be in my golden years and I'm like wondering what the hell's gonna happen with our
They're
country when
screwed.
Gen Z takes over, man. We're fucked. I mean, seriously. I don't know any other way to say it, but I hope to God that these guys have better mentality and really think about how capitalism is not the greatest thing in the world, but I think it's a lot better than most of everything that's out there. I think that's what
Like,
made our country so great. And just let me add one more thing before you say something. Um, I think the World Cup has kind of opened the eyes to a lot of people how good you fucking have it here. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I myself, and I don't know if Rob has, but I travel all over the world, man. I've traveled to some of the most established European countries, and believe me, they don't have the infrastructure we have. They don't have the things that we have here in the United States. And until these people really start to think about how good you fucking have it here, they need to just listen to others and you know understand where we're coming from.
And for anybody that hasn't been in the military and traveled around like Mario and I have, if you've been to Tijuana, that's what most of these cities around the world are like. I mean, third world rundown, and even your European countries. I mean, it's
I just want to throw in, and I think some of this falls back to us. Maybe not us on the individual level, but it seems kind of hard, like to believe that, if every parent was on top of their kids' education when these schools, all the way from elementary on up, when they start pushing this stupid shit, if every parent was down there at the damn PTA meeting or bitching at the school, they might actually start doing things a little different, and that goes all the way to college. I don't know how many
Yeah,
people, parents
I
I've talked to that are like, I told my kid, just keep your mouth shut, play the game, and get through it. Like, don't let them brainwash it. And it's like
you know, Rob, I
everybody
think
knows that, but you still pay the bill. You still taking part. Like,
yeah.
we
You
got to
know
do
where
something. People got to say something.
yeah. You know where I think my kids got a bit out of their mentality and they got kind of liberal is when they went to college. It wasn't when they were in high school. It was when they went to
Yeah,
college.
yeah.
You
Like you
know,
paid for
and
it.
you're paying for it, but in reality, you don't know what the curriculum is being taught to your kids. I mean, most of the time, at that level, they're grown adults. You expect them to handle their business however they need to handle their business. By the time I figured this out, it was kind of too late. There's nothing I can do with my younger daughter, but it's kind of crazy that now my oldest daughter, who's a teacher, understands where I'm coming from. You know.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
stuff is starting in preschool. In Ohio, we get this STAR program. To get stars, you had to go and do certain things. And this is when my wife quit working in a preschool because they required for someone to come in read a story to the kids, but they could only hire and have someone do that was a transvestite.
That's discrimination. You can
Yeah,
only hire a
it's,
tranny.
it's
That's
only it's
discrimination.
only it's only discrimination if you they can
So
discriminate
so
against
here's my
all they
thing.
want.
Don't you guys got a new governor race? How's Vivek looking?
I have no idea, and the thing that really ticks me off about congressmen, senators, and governors. It doesn't matter what party they are in. They see an opening and they move in from out of state. You don't have somebody that grew up in the state and know how it is. They move in because hey, there's an opening here that's going to further my political career.
So
Both parties are broken.
all the things that I've seen keep saying, I've seen a bunch of different polls saying that fucking Amy Acton is leading in the polls and all this other shit. You can't trust the polls, number one. And number two, that bitch screwed this state over 6 years ago, big time. And if people have forgot about that, they need to fucking wake up and understand what she fucking did to this fucking state. She fucked this state up big time. Caused a lot of problems, a lot of businesses to close, all kinds of different issues, issues with the kids and everything as well, all kinds of stuff. She was a major fucking problem for a while. And, Vivek, yeah, he's a businessman. Yeah, he's from out of state, but he's got a lot of good talking points. Does he have follow through? Who knows? Unfortunately, the only way to find that out is to get him in office and find out if he actually follows through.
Yeah, I actually was kind of surprised Steve Hilton actually was leading the polls here in California because honestly, the only thing I know about Steve Hilton is that he gets on fucking Fox News and bitches about California. That's all he does. But I don't know how really he could really help anything. If anything, I think Gavin Newsom is going to set him up for failure because he's going to pass all kinds of shit, put the country, put the state in bigger fucking financial issues than anything else, and just be like, here you go, dude. Here's your problem if this guy takes over. But I don't know. I
I
mean, I've been really telling the wife we need to get the fuck out of California. It's just ridiculously stupid now.
Yeah.
Edward makes a great
California is
point.
worse than New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
Edward makes a fantastic point. All these polls that keep popping up, no one's ever asked me. I've never seen anything of where all this
Me
shit
neither.
comes from. I've never been asked a single thing for any fucking poll.
I mean,
Well, I usually block them because they do send me a bunch of crap. I don't got time for that. You know. But
well, say you answered a poll somebody sends you a poll, Mario, and you
Then you
answer
get
it, are
10
they even going to
motherfucking more
count
polls.
it? Yeah, but
Yeah, I
are
don't
they
know.
even going to count it if it's not
Because they're
the way
probably
they want
biased.
it to be?
Yeah, because they're probably biased as hell, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like
You
sheep
know?
dip. They or not sheep dip. Yeah. They I don't know cherry pick what they're looking for.
Right. They
What I
already.
think.
Okay.
They'll ask a certain group of people that are members of this club, or if it's something
Mm-hmm.
positive, they're going to hit all the GOA members up. As far as gun related or something. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
you can't really trust any of this shit. Like it's been
No,
said before, in my opinion.
nobody can predict what a voter is going to do, man. When they get in that voting booth, it's up to him or her to decide
Hmm.
which candidate best helps them. I don't care what you got. I think everybody should have learned after 2016. But
I personally think they're all dirty somehow, some goddamn way. Because the average guy don't make it far. That just
oh,
seems to be
absolutely,
the thing. Unless
absolutely, you
unless
got
you're rich, you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like you don't even have a shot. Like if the
yeah,
people won't even know you're on the damn ballot. They'll get there to vote and be like, "Who the hell's that?" I don't know.
yeah.
They
Like
will
for
have no
me,
freaking clue.
yeah, the candidate that we had for governor, his name is Chad Bianco. He's actually a sheriff in Riverside County, which is like the fifth largest county in the state. And he's seen all the issues that we got going on with these policymakers that make really stupid fucking things. He ended up being third in the voting, so he wasn't able to go in the runoff. And that should have been the guy that should have been really running for governor. Just really made sense to me. Everything he said, everything he ever did. Uh, and the thing about it is he's run through elections before. Steve Hilton's this is his first election. He's never run for any office before. And I think knowing how to run for an election is really pays dividend. At the same time, um, I think they really didn't want him because technically he's already an elected official and he already knows how things are, especially coming from law enforcement.
Mario, I'm going to do a little Sam Kinison on you. Mario, hey, look at this. These are hot taxes. We're taking 50 and 60%, but we want more. You're going to get less. You need
I
to
keep
go
telling,
where the
dude,
freedom is.
I keep
Move
fucking
to the
telling that to my
freedom.
wife. Keep telling my
Send
wife that, dude.
Mario a bus.
It's a big difference, bro. When your spouse does not want to buy into it, it's fucking hard. Believe me, I've been beating the shit out of this thing with her, and she doesn't want to leave because we have a lot of family here. And I keep telling her, hey, that's the reason why they invented planes. But it's it's
The
difficult.
ball,
Trust me.
the ball's comment. AOC. I don't know. I think there's other ways that progressed her career. So and that's
Inside
maybe
trading,
a
bro.
debatable topic, but I don't know, man.
Inside
The
trading.
average was
Inside
Said inside
trading.
trading, man. That's how these motherfuckers get fucking
yeah,
super.
yeah, but she also is a I don't know. I shouldn't even say that, but I just think there's other ways people get appointments and cruise through things, and sometimes it's
Yeah. We
not the
we
most
we
honorable
we
thing.
we all know she's got down on her knees more than once.
The average straight dude that isn't bribing people is not going to have the best run. That's all I'm saying.
Well, unless you have a very large footprint on social media like Brandon Herrera. Now, he lost the first time he ran for Congress by not very too big of a margin against, he's trying to unseat an incumbent in the Republican Party. Well, that guy's no longer there because Brandon Herrera wasn't going to play dirty politics and sling mud, but they turned around and caught the guy. Well, he's the front runner right now. I hope he gets it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Brandon Herrera take over. Because that's a critical district, man. It really is. That's a very critical district for the whole state. So I hope he does get it. Um, Nowadays, who knows, man?
I don't know. I say we just go on a manhunt for all politicians, and then we start back over with statesmen. None of this lifetime political bullshit. More like jury duty. You step in, set all your assets aside, do your business, and step the hell out.
Right, but the problem is, and we've talked about this before. The problem is none of them are going to vote for term limits to get themselves out of a
Exactly.
job.
That's why we need to get the pitchforks. I mean, let's pull one of those things like they're doing over there in Africa now with the foreigners. We'll just tell them Thursdays we're coming political hunting. The hell out.
The fuck you been watching South African news? What is that?
Man, I see a lot of shit, man. They got some crazy stuff going on in Africa right now. China's got crazy shit going on. Our news ain't covering none of it. Between the typhoons, the floods, the dams breaking, like they hate their own people. Like it's crazy, man. Fake fire hydrants and shit. The drains are fake. Everybody's skimming money. Like the world's going to shit in a lot of these. Well, pretty much everywhere, even Europe. Like it ain't even Europe. Paris ain't Paris no more. Like
Yeah,
shit.
the
Don't get me
Brits.
started.
The
Battle
Brits don't
Bean,
even have a
don't be
name.
mad, man. He's just trying to connect with his roots or what he thinks is his roots.
I know, man. He
Oh
started doing a
hell
little
no.
jumpy jump with a fucking with his little shield and the fucking spear and shit. I'm from Kenya, bitch.
The hell with that spear shit. I'll keep my ass right here. You can cut the afro right out of the American part, as far as I'm concerned.
Better be careful, Mario. He'll go Zulu on you.
I'm telling you, man. That's what happens. You start watching Roots and shit. No, man. Yeah, I feel you, man. I definitely feel you, Rob. I mean, it's like it's it's a doggy dog world, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Crazy shit. As bad as we got it, Mario was saying earlier, as bad as we got, we are way ahead, man. The poor people here are better off than other
Yeah,
places.
man.
You
Fuck
can be
yeah.
rich and you're still fucked in other countries.
Yeah,
Like, seriously.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
it don't even matter. Like,
the,
so,
the the fucking infrastructure here compared to other countries, man. I mean, I've been in fucking well-developed European countries, man. Fucking England, fucking Austria, Germany, fucking France. I've been through all these fucking places. Yeah, they all don't fucking even come close to our infrastructure. Not even fucking close. Not even remotely close, man. That's why it now, and this is where I think my kid gets kind of like, Dad, why are they like this? I thought like European was like more modern and everything like that. I go, well, goes to show you, huh? It's not they're not as fucking well developed as they should be. Um, so
Do you know who makes the best capitalist that I've seen here in the last couple of years?
immigrants,
That's two of them: Ukrainians, Russians, and Amish.
oh
They
yeah,
work as a community. They hire each other's kids to get them in there, and they get these businesses going. And oh my gosh, I just learned about this one Russian group. I mean, they're getting legitimate businesses. But my first comment to the one guy that was talking about him, because they're trying to groom this guy in to run one of their businesses. And it's like, dude, this is like Russian mafia, but that's gone legitimate and total getting into capitalist. Is that they're taking him up once a certain day towards the end of the month, everything, and they go out there and train. They got 200 acres where it's all shooting ranges and shooting
it's
bays.
not they're not going legit. They're creating pyramid schemes.
No, they're
That's what
going
they're doing.
legit, but they see the writing on the wall. They got businesses and stuff, but with certain influxes of the new immigrants that don't want to get the American way of life integrated into their lives and way of thinking,
Mm.
you can always get one half of the population to go out and try to kill the other half. and they're just making sure that their families and businesses, when this happens, are going to be safe. And the Ukrainians are doing the same thing.
It's no
Amish,
different than fucking Koreans, dude.
huh?
It's no different. It's no different than
Yeah.
Koreans. No different than Indians. No different than Mexicans. Everybody kind of looks out for one another. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah, you guys think about the whole fucking the riots in '92. The only fucking group that survived pretty much all the businesses were the Koreans, because they all became rooftop Koreans. They started shooting motherfuckers. Everybody getting near their business and stuff like that. You know?
Well, with the rooftop Koreans. Have you ever been to a Vietnamese area?
Yeah,
I mean, part of the city?
absolutely.
That's the cleanest part of this any city you will ever see in the U.S.
Yeah, we have an area in Southern California that's all Vietnamese. I think it's Yorba Linda, and it's yeah, it's in that area, but it's just Vietnamese that live there. Yeah, they're super clean, beautiful, tailored fucking grass, and I mean they take care of their communities. They look beautiful.
You go to their parks, every age is there.
Yep.
I mean, from your little kids and to your teenagers and stuff like that, all the mom and dad, grandma, everybody's there, and they're all keeping an eye on it. And the kids can go out and interact and play with age appropriately, with no fear. You go.
I got to call bullshit on some of this, man. And,
No, I've been
in New
there.
York. We got all these little groups. They do stick together. They hire from within. But if you're cool, they deal with you. I deal with people, and I got no problems in a lot of cases. But I will say, Ukrainian family, one of my son's friends, like they're straight Ukrainian. Like, they moved up. Well, been a little while now, but anyway, their kid ends up like doing nothing with his life. He smokes dope, and mom don't even want him to have a job. The family's gonna take care of him. That's what he does. Like, there's another people, Vietnamese. I cut their grass like for free just because we're cool. But there's people in that family, straight freaking trouble, man. Like, I've personally been in charge. When I went to Wyoming, I was handed a bunch of Mexicans to work under me. Some of them I tried to get a bone or get a raise. Some of them I tried to get fired. I was told to go fuck myself on both accounts. Like, there's good and bad in all the groups. So you can't really blanket Ukrainians or Vietnam. They're shitbags in all of them. Like, it may not be as popular, but it's a thing.
Go to Philadelphia, go to Mifflin Park in Philadelphia, and okay, that's in the Bloods territory, and spend a couple hours there at that park. Then go over to the Vietnamese side of town and go spend some time in their park. Then come back and tell me what you see as far as the difference.
Yeah, it's parks, though. I mean, I'm talking about the cultures and how people integrate and, whatnot. So, I mean, I don't know. The Vietnamese people got piles of dog shit over the yard all the time. They're not picking that shit up.
I see they've gone capitalist, and the Russian group is capitalist. The Ukrainian group. I mean, these are different cities around Ohio here, but I mean they got folks. They got business friend of mine. Yes, you're going to have that spoiled little brat that just wants to live off mom and dad's money and smoke dope all their life, no matter
they
where
want them to live off. They won't let them get a job. They don't want them to get a job. They bought him a car. They pay for everything. They bought him his little electric scooter at first and a car. Kid's been in trouble with the law. They don't want him to work. They just want him to be at home.
I can speak on that because my younger brother is a piece of shit, and he turned out to be a piece of shit. And
it doesn't matter what color, creed. There's good and bad in all of it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I see a very different pressure being an influence put on their younger generation not to go down the way of just being a pothead. They're wanting their young youth to go up, to be proactive as far as if you're not smart enough to run your own business, be smart enough to swing a hammer and make an honest dollar.
Yeah, and that's what we all want from our kids, man. We always want them to do a little bit
Yeah.
better and be productive citizens. That's all we want. All I want for my kids, you know.
And there's one group they're trying to recruit. My one friend, he's not Russian or Ukrainian or anything that, but he knows the ammo industry.
I would not
Okay.
go in there. I would not
They
go
don't,
that route. Though.
they don't have their own factory yet. They're trying to groom this guy to get his knowledge to get a factory started.
I would not go that route. I think there's certain things you shouldn't do, man.
What?
But, you know,
Make ammo? I
no,
reload.
I mean, I would not. And hear me out. I don't have nothing against Ukrainians. I don't have nothing against Russians, but you know, I don't want them to have that knowledge. I think there's certain things I would not want to kind of share unless I have to, kind of thing.
I get what you.
Because you know where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
someone who believes in capitalism, okay, to go out and make the
Hard to
honest dollar.
truly vet these people, and
Yeah,
hard to truly vet them. What their
Yeah.
family ties are, like
yeah,
all their traditions are different. Like
Yeah.
they will if their family calls them from overseas, they will do what the hell they're told. Like because
Yeah.
it's an honor. It's something most Americans don't really get, which is sad. Because
Yeah.
some of this is respectable, but there's
Mhm.
it's just different. The culture, like the understanding in some of these places is totally different, man. And I'm not trying to disrespect us as Americans because, we had it. A handshake used to be a deal here, but it's not anymore in most
Yeah.
cases. So
No,
Okay.
and I get where
you gotta be careful, man.
Do you
Yeah,
think
I
you got to
get
be afraid of
where-
the eyes?
I get where you and Mario are coming from on that for sure. Go ahead, Daniel.
Because there are so many of these types of groups, too, including Mexican, that have serious ties. Like I would not want to be associated with anything like Emmett does, which is the Mexican mafia. I would not want to be associated with anybody who's a Sureño, which is a South fucking Cali guy, or Norteño, who's a North Cali guy. I would not want to be associated with anything like that.
Well, no.
Even if
Yeah.
they're-
You live in
even
you're
if
right
they're
on the border
yeah,
with
exactly.
the cartels.
Yeah, but you think about it. There's so much Russian influence in the East Coast. It's kind of interconnected, if you know what I mean.
I can see your point on that because you are out in California. The cartels are all around you.
Yep.
I mean, they're in New
Well,
Mexico.
they're not just on the border, man. They've
They're in
moved
Chicago.
up.
They're
If it's
everywhere,
blue,
Yeah.
they're there.
man. Yeah.
If it's a blue,
Yeah.
if it's a blue
If
state,
it's a blue state, they're there. Yeah, absolutely. For sure. For sure, because they have all
Yeah.
these.
Chinese in here, they got all types of shit, buying stuff up,
Mhm.
sending people through.
Yeah.
A lot of the
That
drugs.
whole-
I mean,
That
there's
whole
rumors that they're
sanctuary.
working together.
Yeah.
There's all types of deals going on in the background.
Yeah. Adding a sanctuary city is only makes trouble, man. It only brings organized crime into the system because they know they can get away with more, where law enforcement is not going to intervene. That's why, to me, any blue state and any blue city that goes sanctuary, you're just asking for somebody like Trent the Rewa to come in and fucking take over your apartment complex or whatever the case may be. It's just it gives them too much leeway to do whatever they want to do with very little
I think in
interference
a
from
lot of
nothing.
ways, our kindness or our culture, us
Yeah.
being so open about shit, hurts
It's our
us
weakness.
tremendously.
It's
Yeah,
our weakness.
yeah,
It's
it's
always
like the
been our
Achilles heel. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, but
It-
we're better. We got to be different, But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that.
And I know that's the reason why so many people have an issue with immigration, because they figure, hey, somebody's coming in here to have a better life or whatever the case may be. The new type of immigrant is so much different from when I came in, bro. the top
Wasn't
of
wanting to work, make your way,
yeah,
prove yourself.
exactly.
I
You
mean,
know,
Now
I
they
started.
want the
I
free
started.
shit.
I started at the back of the line, bro, and worked my way up. These motherfuckers want everything because they know that they have some sort of right, and they
yeah,
feel
I
that
mean,
Yeah,
look,
free shit and protection.
the thing about when it comes to immigration, like Mario, myself, Val, we all came here with the intent to work, to better ourselves, to go through the process the right way. So many of these people come out nowadays, and we've seen a bigger influx of it since Obama and Biden and all that, where they're basically handed shit for free. And the more you do that, the more trouble comes along with that.
And we're supposed to assimilate with their culture.
Right.
They're not expected to live the American culture.
Right. And it's okay for them to, for example, burn the flag and shit like that. That's not fucking okay. I don't care who the
Or
fuck you are.
openly
That's
be
not okay.
outright like death to America while they're in America. Like, are you
Yeah,
shitting?
that's just not
Like,
okay.
no, no. That should be instant. We should just round you right the hell up right then and there. That
And,
type of shit.
Right.
and you know the difference between the the new American to the old American. I mean, I'm sorry, the old immigrant to the new immigrant, is that when I first came to the country, I pledged allegiance to the flag, pledge allegiance to the country. It's a big difference, man. Most people nowadays they don't want to do that. They're
No,
the ones that are saying that they're trying to burn the flag or trying to say that they're sick and tired of looking at the flag everywhere. And I am so glad that so many people are proudly wearing their American flags and plastering them everywhere just to piss off the liberals.
there's a reason that we do the Pledge of Allegiance every week on the show, and that's to make sure it sticks in everyone's mind and it's ingrained in your minds. It's important to me. It's important to people like Mario, to Val, and it should be important to every American.
When I was in school, we started the day with a prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. They took the prayer away, and now, I mean, they're wanting to take our flag away. Don't let them do it. Look what happened to Britain. People are being arrested for flying their own flag at their homes.
Yep,
Crazy, man.
exactly. And now usually now the the Navy are talking about how the Navy, if for some reason Argentina would talk to the Falklands, that they don't have a way of defending themselves. Like, what kind of shit is that?
What's up with the
Oh,
Navy
yeah.
in Argentina?
Okay, so not too long ago we had Argentina and England in the World Cup, right? Well, the it's always been a big thing between Argentina and England because Argentina thinks that those islands belong to them, even
Oh,
though
the Falkland.
the Falkland Islands, the Falkland Islands have been with Britain since back in the late 1800s, like a long, long time ago. And back in the 80s, this one guy who was the dictator for Argentina decided that it was a good thing to go out there and invade the Falkland Islands and take over it. At that time, England didn't have a big force there, so obviously they took over it. But then Margaret Thatcher said, "The hell with that," and they went and got this whole freaking Navy fleet over there with a bunch of commandos and just took over that shit and got the island
Bunch,
back.
a bunch of SAS and Navy
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
Marine pilots.
yeah.
yeah. The
So
Falklands War was something else. It didn't last long.
it didn't last long for sure. But the thing about it is that they were talking about, like, I was watching this one video where the guy was kind of like, he's like a military strategist and he's in the UK. And he was saying that, technically speaking, the Argentine military would actually have an advantage because if they do take over it, the logistical part of the Royal Navy is not there anymore. They don't have the types of shit that they had back then. I was like, what has happened to England? in the military. I mean, these guys used to be the top dogs in the seas, man. You know, like when we used to talk about the British military, it was like, these guys are legit badasses or whatever. But, I kind of saw a little bit when I was in Iraq because there's a lot of times when we were supporting them and bringing our own planes and helicopters and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are we doing that? Shouldn't they have the means to take care of themselves? But
Well, a big problem with that, Mario, is the culture nowadays. People, less and less people have gone into the military because of the culture that's been accepted. They kind of push the same stuff here a little bit, but there's all kinds of bullshit back home as far as the culture of it and who they take in and all that. And it's not the same strong military that it used to be. It's very weak because of how they ingrained that system and how they've got shit in people's heads. It's not the same toughness. It's not the same skill level.
that's really sad, man.
Now, I don't know if you like
I
Trump or
feel like they've been
dislike Trump. I don't care. But him and Hegsworth solved our military's problem by getting rid of all the woke crap out of the military. Men are going to dress in men's uniforms. Women will dress in women's uniform. They all met their recruiting goals for the year last month.
Yeah,
I
no,
did
it's a
2
blessing.
years recruiting.
It's a
Okay.
blessing. And to be honest with you, I was still under Biden's presidency when he took over, and because they were asking so much of me as far as a bunch of nonsense that training that had nothing to do with my military career, I decided to hang it up. I
Yeah.
decided, you know what, I don't need this shit. I've done my time. Uh, I was getting ready to go to Sergeant Major Academy, bro, and I stopped all that crap. I said, "The hell with it. I'm not doing this
The
shit."
war fighters that were in at that time got sick of it and got out.
Yeah, we all got out because we got tired of the shit. When
Yeah.
when you wanna when you want me to spend majority of my time doing fucking like they call sharp training, which is basically like how to analyze somebody who's trying to commit suicide and shit like that. Like, dude, we are not psychiatrists. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then
Well,
we had
a
the
huge
whole,
part, a huge
and then
part
we
of the
had
problem is all the DEI bullshit they brought
yeah,
out, man.
yeah, and then they had the whole trans fucking training that we had to do and gay
Yeah,
training we had to do. And like, dude, I ain't got time for that bullshit.
that's what I
Having
mean
uh,
by it got weakened. The whole, back home, it's all weakened because of that shit. The British
having drag
military.
shows on an aircraft carrier once a week, really?
What the fuck?
I remember
When I,
seeing a
oh,
note posted in the hall, on a bulletin board or whatever, saying that like if you watched what was it, Infowars, basically it was gonna be a problem. Like, they had like even had list of shit you couldn't even partake or entertain in your spare time.
Well,
Like, they had a
technically
lot of
speaking,
shit you ain't supposed to do.
yeah. So if you watch Newsmax, you had a problem.
It's
Wow.
crazy, man.
Crazy.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. Like
insane.
the way some of this shit got it, like they're saying, there was a lot of bullshit that's just kind of a waste of time and stuff. I mean, that's a little different, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
another one that they used to talk about too was Rush Limbaugh. If you listen to Rush Limbaugh, we're gonna have a problem. Like what? I like Rush Limbaugh. He doesn't always make sense to me, but you know, I did like his show. I thought it was entertaining. He always brought good people in.
yeah, but why are we getting governed? Especially
Exactly.
like on our free time and shit. Like it don't make
Exactly.
no like, I
Exactly.
don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of bullshit. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I got tired of that shit. I got out. Like, come on. You got better shit than me.
Mario, you know how we pick on each inner service, we pick on each other, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Oh, this one thing came out from a certain YouTube channel. And okay, I was in the Navy 20 years, and I even thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with Hesworth making everybody get tested for their testosterone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, this one channel came out with this poster that said, from all the services, anybody that gets low on testosterone, they're transferring them all to the Navy.
Oh yeah, I thought that was funny.
Oh, that you seen that?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. But it's just that we have that sense of humor, bro. Like it's so hard to explain it or to put it in civilian terms so other people can understand it. But
it's a mentality, man.
It's a mentality. It's a mentality,
and the average person will never understand it.
Never understand it. Like they don't understand how we all call each other fuckers. Hey,
yeah,
fucker,
I mean,
wait, what?
I had when I had people working for me, and they were all former military. I used to get yelled at by HR for how we talk to each other, and I'm like, HR doesn't exist back here. You shouldn't be back here. That's the whole fucking point. Don't come back here because you don't want to hear what goes behind these fucking doors.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, because you want to have fun. You definitely want to have fun while you work.
Pass time.
Yeah,
when I first came in the Navy,
a lot of hurry up and wait.
I had a van, and my roommate goes, "Hey, Bo, okay, you've been out, you've seen some of the bars out around here. Me and a couple other guys just take us." Well, I've only was at 2 bars, so I took them to the one where there was some dancing, and let's just say it was called line dancing, and I was the only white guy in the group. And I kept an eye out on them. No one messed with them at all, but they just stood there at the bar and stuff. I'm out there doing the old, pointy boot dancing out there. And the next week they get me really hammered. And Greg, my roommate, takes my keys and it's like, okay, you picked the bar last week. This week we're taking you to a bar. And this is in the part of San Diego where it was high gang area. But if you got blue eyes, you are not to be in that part of town after dark.
Yeah.
Well, they had me hammered. And I walked into this place, and this guy walked up to me and says, "Cracker, what are you doing? You ain't getting out of here alive." And my beer, I snuck in with a beer and I'm drinking it, and it went out my nose because I'm laughing. And it's like, dude, you might want to take a look behind you. And he goes, "I'm not falling for that. You're going to try to sucker punch me." And it's like the guy's buddy grabbed him physically by both shoulders, turned him around. There's my roommate, who's a bodybuilder. He's like 6'2". His best friend plays semi-pro ball. He was pushing 7 foot. And then there was Martinez, who was a Golden Gloves and kickboxing. This is before MMA came out.
Yeah.
I am the smallest dude in the group, and they just smiled at the guy and says, "This is our cracker. There ain't nobody messes with our cracker." I didn't get off the dance floor or have to buy a drink the whole night.
Man, you felt like Uncle Jim and Tyrone, bro.
Oh, dude, I had a great
Man,
I hope your ass didn't hurt when you woke up.
Big T.
After we closed the place, we all got back in the van, and Greg ain't saying nothing. He's pissed because I had a great time. And I said, I just looked at him and said, "Was that for last week when I took you to the shit kicker bar?" And he goes, "Yeah, some bitch."
Yeah, man. Good times, buddy. Yeah,
we're getting to that time, folks. We'll start going through the room. What you got going on, man? Anything?
Getting life back to normal, getting everything back under control. Working on just, getting my stamina going back and shooting some matches. Going to take some road trips. Next week, I'm going to go on a Stalking Joe Primal. Okay, it's a guy from California that moved, and this is Joe's words. Everybody around here, they're either like Snoop Dogg or Willie Nelson, and it's like, yeah, and they're probably related to me. So he made the mistake of moving one road from where my mom grew up. So I'm going to go stalk this California guy and see how he's doing in the hills of Kentucky.
Well, don't get
Don't
stabbed
get
or
shot.
shot.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
you
Sean
might
ass.
might think you're a deer or something, man.
Nah,
That's right, man.
it was
Oh, man. Good times.
Good
Well,
having
if I
you,
don't
man.
hear from you, it was nice
That'll be
knowing
what you got going on, man.
you. Not much, man. Just working like a Mexican. I'm good. Yeah, just been working, man, and just staying busy. Not really hitting the YouTube thing no more, man. I kind of got tired of it. They pretty much like deleted half of my videos already, so I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So, no, man, I just come in here just to connect with you guys because you guys are cool, man. You guys are part of the OG crew, so I always come by and say hi to everybody. That's all I got.
Awesome, man. We always appreciate you being here, brother. Always good to see you. Rob, what you got going on, man? Anything?
No, not much, man. Just want to say, I'm glad you made it back, and it's good to have this show to bullshit on occasionally. So, also, good luck to Jamie and his wife there. So, hopefully, they get in better shape and get to work, and it just all kicks back in, and you start
You
feeling
can do
good
it.
again. Yeah. Mario, dodge the landmines out there, avoid the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel there, I wish him luck, obviously. Sure his wife will appreciate if he gets some stamina back. So hopefully it all goes well for you, buddy.
Hey, man, it's a family show, man. Keep it. Jesus
She's
Christ.
probably tired of doing all the work, so I don't know. But anyway.
Oh, that's sick.
No, I just everybody out there, obviously eat a salad,
Eat a
kick some
salad,
ass,
yes. Yeah.
and don't take no shit. We'll
Yeah.
hopefully catch you next week.
Yeah.
Always appreciate you being here, man. And Battle Bean, I'm not sure where you got the misinformation about this being a family show, but yeah. Appreciate
Yeah,
everyone out there.
he's kind of going to
jumping
deep end,
in,
bro.
hanging out with us. Always good to see everybody. Yeah, we had a couple weeks off. Sorry about that. Had some stuff going on. Definitely good to be back and good to see everyone out there. Should be here next weekend. I don't foresee any issues, so hopefully we'll see everyone then. With that being said, Jamie, what you got going on, brother?
Hello?
I'm hoping to be working on a couple of videos from recent trips where we've taken off. As y'all can see, I've been working on some reloading and stuff like that. And I want to do a video on 30-30 load development and show off a couple of the guns. But we all miss Allen when he's not here. So in his absence, I will tell y'all to keep your magazines loaded and one in the chamber. Woo!